Emma, thanks for joining us last Friday. Here is a look at some of your free skiing. All right. As Coach Stevens said, yeah, you make some nice turns, Emma. Nice job. Let's take a little closer look. So a couple things. A little nice turns. We can make them probably a little better, right, as always. One thing is we want to have a consistent width. We want to have the same width, sort of, just sort of hip width, if you want to call it, throughout the turn and transition. And your skis get very narrow there. And they widen back out. They get a little narrow there. So we want to keep the exact same width the whole time. And that's a pretty good width right there. And we want to keep the same width of our feet and also really our knees, because you tend to get your knees together even when the skis might be a little bit apart. So we call that kind of A-framing. You're rolling up the outside ski a little more than the inside in some turns. So here it's pretty, it's pretty close together. It's hard to really roll them up to high edge angle when they're that close together. So again, let's try to keep them hip width throughout the whole time. And make sure we're rolling up both skis to the same edge angle. So we really have to drive both using ankles and knees, both knees, and drive the inside knee equally as much as the outside, but pressure the outside ski. Kind of more, kind of slalom turns. We really want to keep square down the hill, zipper down the hill, our zipper of our coat jacket. Try to keep that pointing downhill the whole time. The arms, we really don't need or want this arm swinging. What can happen there is we just talked about how you want to be square down the hill, zipper down the hill. When that arm, your left arm, crosses over like that, it's going to rotate you, really in this direction a little bit, which is going to take, if you rotate the upper body that way, it tends to bring the hip this way and the skis flatten out and we don't carve as well. We want to keep those hands out in front the whole time. The pole plant just should be a flick of the wrist. So a couple of rules of arms and hands. Hands above the waist at all times. Elbows in front of the body at all times. And hands just a little bit wider than the elbow so we don't have like these chicken wing arms. But we don't want to have to, because you can see you're rotated right there. Now you rotated, in the direction this way of the turn, which causes the hip to go a little that way and the skis flatten out and skid. And there's your skid. So just keep them, those hands should be out in front of you, elbows in front of the body the whole time. I'm going to eliminate that swinging back and forth because it really disrupts our stable and quiet upper body, because I really want to ski from the waist down for the most part. Okay. So we're going to work on that. We're going to work on a consistent width. All right, we're going to work on rolling up both skis. Do a nice high edge angle. Stand on the outside ski with our coat zipper facing down the hill the whole time. I know that's a lot, but I think you can work on that. Hope to see you soon.